Welcome, this is Dexter Movie Recap. Today we will recap the movie, The Last Kingdom, 7 Kings Must Die. Before we start, please subscribe to our channel for free because we'll upload new videos regularly. Spoilers ahead, watch out, and enjoy. Anulf, a determined warrior, leads an assault on a small territory and captures a spy. Surprisingly, he discovers that the spy is his own daughter. Anulf discusses the precarious state of the King of Winton-Chester, who is believed to be gravely ill. Seeing an opportunity to claim the throne, Anulf sends his daughter back to Winton-Chester to keep a close eye on the unfolding events. It is shown that King Edward has passed away, but he leaves behind his 3 sons who are entitled to his inheritance, including Elf Weird. Fueled by desperation, Elf Weird attacks Winton-Chester, forcing Queen Egifu to flee with her son Edmund to Northumbria, where there is currently no reigning king. The people of Northumbria hold Uhtred in high regard, and Egifu hopes to gain his support. Egifu, the Queen of Winton-Chester, has sought refuge with Uhtred in Northumbria after her son Elf Weird seized power in her homeland. Uhtred is determined to help her reclaim her throne and remove Elf Weird from power, but he can't do it alone. So, he calls upon his 2 trusted friends, one of whom is Finan, to accompany him on this perilous mission. Ingrith, Finan's wife, has been experiencing dreams about the demise of the 7 kings of the 7 kingdoms, which includes the King of Northumbria and his wife. However, Uhtred reassures her that she has nothing to worry about since he is neither the King of Northumbria nor in love with anyone. Therefore, she can stop worrying about him. Accompanied by his allies, Uhtred embarks on a journey to Winton-Chester, prepared to confront Elf Weird and his forces. Athelstan, the 3rd son of the late King of Winton-Chester, has also entered the scene traveling with a religious leader in Gilmander, harboring ambitions to seize the kingdom for himself. The next morning, Athelstan arrives with his army, demanding that his brother, Elf Weird surrender. However, Uhtred also appears, urging Elf Weird to lay down his weapons and end the war. It seems like Elf Weird might comply, but suddenly everything changes. In a shocking turn of events, Athelstan reveals his true colors: he kills his own brother. Uhtred is shocked by Athelstan's unexpected betrayal. The tragedy doesn't stop there. A conflict erupts between Athelstan's forces and those loyal to Elf Weird. The kingdom is engulfed in the sounds of battle, with swords clashing and war cries echoing. Uhtred, displaying not just bravery in battle but also wisdom and diplomacy, seeks a peaceful resolution amid the chaos. Disarmed and facing Athelstan, he urges a cessation of hostilities, emphasizing the toll on innocent lives due to the ongoing conflict. He proposes the idea of uniting all the kingdoms to form England, urging cooperation for a brighter future. Despite Gilmander's skepticism about Uhtred's intentions, he challenges Uhtred to surrender his kingdom if he genuinely believes in unity. Gilmander wanted more and more people to follow Christianity. That is why they started attacking other states and forcibly converting the people there. Uhtred accepts, clarifying that he's not a king and has no desire to rule over others. After this encounter, Uhtred leaves the battlefield and returns to Northumbria to inform Egifu of the unfolding events. He shares that Elf Weird is no more, and Athelstan now governs Winton-Chester. It's revealed that Athelstan and Gilmander share a romantic relationship. Despite the expectations of a virtuous ruler, Athelstan's actions are influenced by Gilmander, leading him to conquer various kingdoms and desecrate sacred places. Upon discovering Athelstan's actions, Uhtred attempts to reason with him, imploring him to cease the violent campaign and restore the kingdoms to their rightful rulers. To his astonishment, Uhtred finds Athelstan intimately involved with Gilmander. This discovery prompts a private conversation between Uhtred and Athelstan, during which Uhtred exposes Gilmander's true intentions and urges Athelstan to disregard his influence. Despite the surprise, Uhtred persists in his efforts to convince Athelstan to stop the attacks and restore the kingdoms to their legitimate rulers. Uhtred confronts Athelstan about his ruthless tactics, facing hostility in return. The story takes a dramatic turn when Gilmander commands an assault on Uhtred, triggering a chain of events that culminate in an intense showdown between the two. Despite being caught off guard, Uhtred skillfully evades certain death. Regrettably, his spy faces a tragic fate. Adding to the turmoil, Gilmander now targets Northumbria, compelling Uhtred to act swiftly to stop his plans. Uhtred seizes the chance to apprehend Gilmander. However, Gilmander proves to be a cunning opponent, adept at strategic deception. He manipulates a local woman into misleading Uhtred, making him believe that a valuable treasure has been discovered near a nearby cave. As Uhtred and his troops reach the supposed treasure site, they fall into an ambush orchestrated by Gilmander's forces, plunging them into disarray. Amidst the chaos, Uhtred is captured, and Ingilmander is unleashed to pursue his malicious schemes. The narrative undergoes a sudden and surprising shift as Ingilmander hands over Uhtred to King Athelstan, who had initially resolved to execute him. Yet, destiny intervened. Athelstan, once unwavering in his determination to end Uhtred's life, inexplicably faltered in carrying out the sentence. Instead, he opted to exile Uhtred from the kingdom. In his new confusing situation, Uhtred got involved in tricky political plans in a strange place. King Anlaf offered him a deal he couldn't say no to: kill Athelstan, and Anlaf would attack Winchester. As Uhtred became more suspicious, he uncovered a surprising truth. Ingilmander was part of a big plan to overthrow the king and take control with his allies. Armed with this information, Uhtred realized he had to move quickly to stop Ingilmander and the others in the conspiracy. At first, Uhtred accepted the king's proposal to kill Athelstan. Yet, upon reaching the kingdom and seeing the imminent danger, he had a change of heart. Uhtred informed Athelstan about the upcoming attack from enemies and other kings, exposing Ingilmander's involvement in the plot. Despite the warnings, Athelstan remained doubtful, leaving Uhtred unsure about his next steps. Soon Uhtred witnessed the arrival of his friends. But confusion ensued when they questioned why he had summoned them. Uhtred promptly clarified that he hadn't called them, and they realized they had fallen prey to a cruel prank. Together, they embarked on a journey back to Northumbria. They soon learned that Ingilmander had initiated a destructive assault on Northumbria. Uhtred and Egifu were overwhelmed with anxiety as they couldn't find their children. They embarked on a dangerous journey to locate their missing children, resolved to safeguard their family at any cost. Finally, they encountered Athelstan and his children. The overwhelming relief they felt upon learning that their children were safe was palpable. Athelstan acknowledged his error in exiling Uhtred, exposing Ingilmander as a true traitor. He advised Uhtred and Egifu to stay out of the battle, but Uhtred understood that he couldn't let Athelstan face this alone. He rallied his men and charged into battle with fierce determination, prepared to fight alongside the king and defend their land. It was a struggle for survival, and they refused to retreat. Uhtred understood that he had to stand by his family and his people. An epic war unfolded as Uhtred's army clashed with opposition forces, supported by other kings. The enemy army gets the news of their arrival, after which the entire army comes down to the field to fight. The people of Uhtred get scared seeing such a big army in front of them. Uhtred's army is well prepared and executes a clever strategy, giving them an advantage over their larger adversaries. He asks his soldiers to throw some sharp nails on the ground and signals his army to retreat slowly. When the enemy army feels that they are running away in fear, they try to attack them. The battle was intense, but Uhtred's leadership and ability to inspire his soldiers played a crucial role in rallying them. Simultaneously, Athelstan directs his efforts toward defeating Ingilmander once and for all. The animosity between Athelstan and Ingilmander reaches its peak, resulting in a violent confrontation on the battlefield. Despite Athelstan emerging triumphant and capturing Ingilmander, he decrees his execution, serving as a stark reminder of the brutal realities of war. In this war, the sons of all the 6 kings who were heirs to their thrones get killed. Regrettably, the triumph carries a heavy toll as Uhtred sustains a significant injury in the course of the battle. Fortunately, he managed to recover after a few days with proper care. Following Athelstan's coronation as the new king, Uhtred makes an unusual plea, asking him to refrain from having children or marrying, and instead pass the throne to his brother Edmund after his eventual demise. While Athelstan consents to Uhtred's request, he remains unaware of the hidden motive behind Uhtred's demand. Uhtred knows Athelstan's true identity: he is gay and has no intention of having children or marrying. Uhtred saw this as a means to secure a stable future for the kingdom, eliminating any ambiguity about succession. With this revelation, the captivating saga of Uhtred and Athelstan concludes. If you like the story, then do watch the full film, and if you want to watch more such amazing recaps, then do subscribe to our channel. See you in the next recap.